it that much. Which is,
Okay.
we are a day trader, okay?
Okay.
Storyline is very complicated in a day life. You got it? Very,
Yeah.
very, very complicated in a day life. Now,
Yes.
uh, basically, I'm going to show you something, which is market is nothing but uh, look. This is the very basic when we started our trading journey. I started in 15 years back. So you started in, let's say, when you started 2 3 years at least, right?
Me, yeah,
So
2.5.
with the very basic, the very basic story way of our learning is this is a high high, this is a lower high, lower low high high,
Yes.
lower low high high, lower low high high, lower low high high, lower low. Okay. Now this is the very first step of the learning of a trend, isn't it?
Yes.
And to be honest, this is the same stage on everywhere. People are selling the same thing in different name, very different name. Now,
True.
now look at this. This is the very first thing we learn. Very first thing we learn whenever we join to the market, either it from internet or YouTube or somewhere else. Maybe very good trader or maybe bad trader, but they're showing the same thing.
Yes.
So why it's we are calling it why now if the market continuing to move bullish, we will say if this particular high is broken with a body, isn't it? Then we are going to see this market will move toward to more high, isn't it?
Yes.
At,
True.
at, at, at the same, if you say if this high is not going to stay, and if this low is broken with the body, then we are going to say okay, now our bearish movement is started, isn't it?
Mm.
So
True.
so this is the very first thing we learn from the market. Like doesn't matter you following SMC or SNR or
Mm.
or engulfing process or the complexity, whatever complexity or the liquidity concept, whatever. You got my point?
Yes. Yes.
Secondly, now and then what become people started to learning. They says, okay, this thing is not working. Then we go to SMC concept. You got it?
Yeah.
So what is the same thing they are teaching? It's like you have a which we call a higher high. They call when this higher high is broken, they call it break of structure.
Break of structure. Yeah.
Same break of structure, break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. Got it?
Yes.
Now the same what we explain on here, we says if this high is broken with the body, means we says if it goes above, then it is the break of structure, isn't it?
Break of.
if
True.
not, if the low is broken, then what do they call it? It says what is a
Change of factor.
coach or something they call it, character change or
Yeah.
something, isn't it?
Change of factor.
So
Yeah.
look, there is no difference. Look at this, the very
True.
basic one, and now comes to our SNR way. Okay. So what we say is
Okay.
the fresh level and unfresh level. This is the something extra fancy thing we added on here, isn't it? Right? Like
Mm.
now the same thing we says we have high low high low high low high low, and maybe this is the fresh rejection. Okay. This is
Yeah.
a fresh rejection, and then we go to one time from lower. So what we do, so this is a rejection area. Our concept is now if this low is broken with the body, means we are moving toward to our bearish storyline, isn't it?
True. Yes.
So now doesn't matter how many high low it's created here. Same here, doesn't matter. Once this thing is done, then we call it our bearish storyline started. What I
Yes.
say is basically the basic is same, but people are selling it in different name.
Names. True.
Understood?
I never compare this like this way.
No, but you are seeing the
But yes,
example.
it's the
This is
same
the
thing.
very basic way I understand. Or you started.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter you very senior or very extra modern one. But this is the very basic higher high and lower low concept. Whatever we have learned. This is the SMC people are selling. This is the MSNR people are selling. But there is no difference. No difference. Still, the question is which one to follow. To me, anyone. To me, anyone. Anything you can follow here. But as I said, as a day trader, storyline is a little bit tricky. This one, or this one, whatever. But I do it in a very different way. When I said it a very
Okay.
different way, like, okay, I forgot to show you something else. This is the something that the liquidity grabbing concept. Okay, so the liquidity grabbing concept is the same. Look at it. Look at this. So if you look at here and look at this, so means this is a break of now as we show all the three structure. We says it's a break of structure. First of all, we
True.
says it's a higher high breakout. Now it created a new high, right? And in MSNR says our A level is broken. The liquidity concept says this is a validation area and this particular area is the invalidation area. Okay, so
Okay.
or violation area. So if it come back here, we can expect this particular next move. The same is going to be here. So now again created a boss, higher high, our A level breakout or the invalidation or the validation area, right? Now this particular area is the one that we should focus to market come back and we look for our entry, isn't it? This particular
Okay.
area. If this thing comes here, we look for our execution area where to execute. If it do not come back here, look at this. If it do not come back here, you will see this particular thing may be failed here. So if it failed means our storyline changes, our liquidity shifted, our character changes
Oh,
started, and our lower low is broken means we are going toward to the down area. Every
okay.
concept teaching the same thing in a different name. That's why
Got it.
sometimes I says at the end of the day when you are learning from someone or learning for something, at the end of the day you will come up with your own thing, very own thing, but your basic will remain the same,
Same. Yes.
isn't it? Now
Yes.
we are if you look at the superhero group, Shakir is doing very well and he developed something, but his basic remains same. Omar is doing something, his basic remains same. Dada doing something, everyone's basic remains same.
Yes. True.
Now, how you can identify, like, as I said, direction is the one which is the most trickiest part for a trader. Most trickiest part for a trader.
Mm-hmm.
Because why I teach the execution first? Because once you go to the market, now you're facing problem with the direction. You're facing issue with the direction. At the same time, you're facing issue with the execution also. You cannot have two problem at the same time.
Okay.
You have to have one problem. Either you're facing problem with the direction or execution. If you're facing two problem, means you did not learn anything. Okay. So that's why I said, like, train your eyes so hard so that when you you go to the market, you may face only one problem, which may be the direction, because direction is the one
Yeah.
which take a little bit time to understand. But to me, how I determine my direction, okay, how I determine my direction. First of all, look, this is the very clearest way. Whatever I have is screen, like 23 to 20 till today, we are in a very much bullish market. Okay, very much bullish market.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what you follow, doesn't matter if you follow SMC, SNR or whatever. This particular one is the showing you that we are bullish market. But in here it's showing that we are in a bearish market though. Okay, we're in a bearish market though.
Yes.
So what I personally believe as an intraday trader, brother, as an intraday trader,
Mm-hmm.
the thing I just showed you, higher, lower, low, broken. Okay, I
Okay.
try to do it on 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay,
1 hour and 30
1
minutes.
hour
Oh,
and
you mean? Okay.
so what happened, out of 10 times, one or two
Mm-hmm.
times you may get misdirection, which is good to me,
Okay.
which is very good to me, because it's better to confuse all time rather than one or two times,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
so 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 look how you can do it. The same formula you use in the line chart actually, okay, in the line chart actually. So look, every time you see this is a higher high, right?
Right.
This is a higher high. Every time higher high is broken, you mark the recent one. Recent, where is the broken area? This is the broken area. Remember the liquidity shifting area I just showed you? Whenever
Yes.
you
Yes.
have a low, this is the broken area. You wait to market come back here. This particular area is your trading area. If in case it break out, now this particular area is your trading area to the upper area. Got it?
Okay.
This is
Got
the
it.
easiest way. Remaining, as I said, I will cover you something as a not a basic, but cover you as SNR storyline. Okay, as SNR storyline.
Okay.
Now we start with monthly. In monthly, we see nothing actually. We have a very much V level here, and now
Yes.
the question is, do I cover the gap area? My suggestion, not my suggestion, my in my personal view, if you see the gap, this kind of gap, this is very hard to determine which gap is gonna work. So I prefer,
Yes.
from a three candle, which wick is covered by the middle candle. Remember that setup?
Three candle?
Like middle one is covered by the previous one and three candle.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I
Yes.
prefer, so coming that candle should coming from like this one, isn't it? Like this gap. So I prefer a gap which high and low wick. This high low wick is the almost same, identical.
Oh, yes. Okay.
In these are the gap that I will prefer. Now the problem is this market may come back here. This market is may come back here, or all the way to come back here. Okay. I would not bother, because we do not randomly jump on a trade whenever it goes to a rejection area, isn't it? We look for the confirmation. So, but the primary thing to be focused on something or a gap level, which is I will prefer this kind of gap, which upper week and bottom week is almost identical.
Okay.
Got it? Now, the perfect example, as there is nothing to show in the monthly, right? The perfect example I can show you in a this particular area. Look at this. This is the one that if you look at here, we have a gap area here. We have a V level here, which is a fresh, right? We have an A level here also, which is a fresh. But if you look at here, this is a recent gap level, which upper body week and lower week is almost identical. You see?
Identical.
So,
Yes.
if I ask you which one you are going to prefer as a gap level, which one you are going to prefer?
The upper one.
Why? Because upper and the lower one is identical.
Identical. Yes.
Isn't it? So
Yes.
what we do next, we wait to see that gap should be rejected, isn't it? So we see that gap is rejected in here, right?
Right.
And a very basic concept, what we do, we mark the gap area, we mark the rejection candle, okay, to understand. So this is the week. So as it's a week, what will happen? It will automatically draw on Monday. So we will adjust in the day when the rejection day. Okay, we go to one time frame lower. One time frame lower is not the rejection day is here, but the rejection day is here, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
And once you have that one, where is the next thing we do? We go to our external internal range. I hope you know it, right? So this is the external breakout would be if it does break out here, right? So then what we see? This particular breakout happen and remain is history. We have the setup and everything here. So this is the engulfing area, right? This is the engulfing area. If you filter it to the lower time frame, you will know what to do. Okay. So this is the entry would be. Okay. This thing does is here. I expect it should go to the 3000, but it did not. Something is not working. And I, as I said, all of you knows, this is something related to the connection, right? someone very big gold importer, very big gold importer. I have talked with few people in the group.
Okay.
They said 22.
Okay, up to 22.
They are expecting, but I am not getting anything yet. To be honest, my calculation is not matching. But this is, when you are a physical gold importer and a weak importer, big means big. So when this is 22, my calculation still is not matching, to be honest. Like how 22? If the 22 says the last area also, right? Let's say this is the area. Still my mind is not okay. Like how they are getting it, because if I do the symmetrical movement from here to here, the last retracement, okay, because this is the retracement. Look at this, the retracement size, okay, and if I count this as a retracement size, it's still not matching, is it? This is somewhere matching in here, like this area. So they says it, I accept it, but remaining I'm not sure yet. Remaining I have to rely one or two more data, weak data. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever I have tried to explain today, understood?
Yeah.